Good evening, everyone. I'm Major Jonathan McAuley, Commanding Officer of 75 Barrhaven Royal Canadian Air Cadet Squadron.
And I'm Captain Kirsten Weller, Deputy Commanding Officer. It's now coming up to the end of February, which means that we only have a few more months left of the 2021-2022 training year.
Even with the ongoing pandemic and our training year being virtual, you have been engaged and have succeeded in learning new skills. We can't wait to be back in person, which hopefully with new directives and new provincial regulations should be soon. We're hopeful to have an in-person field training exercise at the Survival Weekend this spring. Stay tuned.
For this CO's parade, we are pleased to start with the promotions to the second cadet rank, Corporal. The criteria for cadets to be qualified for promotions are set out by CADO 1302, the Merit-Based Cadet Promotion Policy.
We're pleased to announce the following cadets are now promoted to Corporal. Lakatos, C. El Alani, R. Kushwaha, A. Brandale, N. Whitmore, M. Thondapu, N. Riddles, T. Townsend, D. Bode Sajobi, I. Kingdom, D. Congratulations.
Promoted to the rank of Flight Corporal, Holman, A. Khan, M. Lynn, J. Neville, S. Marcelino, F. McIntyre, M. Zhang, R. Bagdan, S. Ashwil, L. Dada, J. Oluadu, A. Casimir, J. Liu, R. Casimir, J. The other one. And Al-Shamari, T. Congratulations.
Promoted to the rank of Sergeant. El Alani, R. Mirza, B. Mutanguha, M. Lalonde, W. Slater, F. Asmar, A. Lee, M. Tivierge, J. Park, J. Lim, S. Chung, I. Ju, H. Siddiqui, R. Han, D. Ferozali, A. Fines, K. Zhang, H. and Shanawaz, E. Congratulations.
Promoted to the rank of Flight Sergeant, Mohan, M. Shahanwaz, E. Gandhi, K. Oba de Mesquita Sampiao, G. Jangam, A. Saad, M. Barkhouse, L. Patel, A. Siddiqui, D. Oromo, B. Bodhi Sojobi, I. Seppi, R. Murphy, T. Zhang, J. Khalid, M. Shahal, J. Umukunzi, Joseph, M. Congratulations.
And promoted to the rank of Warrant Officer Second Class, Joseph, G. Kushwaha, R. and Iyer, L. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone, on your promotions. You can be proud of your achievements. We also have our 4-year service medals and rosettes. The 4-year service medals are given to cadets after they have completed 4 years of continuous service. Flight Sergeant Abu Ahmad, J. Flight Sergeant Amarsi, A. Flight Sergeant Argawal, S. Flight Sergeant Barkhouse. Sergeant Shahal, L. Flight Sergeant Cheeseman. Flight Sergeant Chen, J. Flight Sergeant Kushni. Warrant Officer Second Class Demora. Flight Sergeant Ferguson, J. Flight Sergeant Gandhi, K. Flight Sergeant Hossein, J. Sergeant Ismail, J. Flight Corporal Ismail, K. Flight Corporal Jacano, A. Flight Sergeant Jangam, A. Sergeant Jani, A. Sergeant Jing, A. Flight Sergeant Johnston, L. Flight Sergeant Joseph, G. Sergeant Joseph, M. Flight Sergeant Khalid, M. Flight Sergeant Khalid, H. Warrant Officer Second Class Kushwaha, K. Flight Sergeant Lee, J. Flight Sergeant Liu, A.
And Flight Sergeant Marinelli, J. Flight Sergeant McGrath, R. Sergeant Medina, N. Sergeant Mohan, M. Sergeant Oba de Mesquita Sampaio, J, Sergeant Saad, M, Sergeant Shanawaz, E, Flight Sergeant Shaw, R, Flight Sergeant Shepard, K, Sergeant Shi, S, Flight Sergeant Sutton, C, Flight Sergeant Sutton, T, Flight Sergeant Tucker, C, Flight Sergeant Ula, I, Sergeant Umakunzi, Y, Flight Sergeant Windsor, K, Flight Sergeant Yasin, S, Flight Sergeant Yates, S, Flight Sergeant Yates, J, and Flight Sergeant Zhu, K.
We have some cadets that received medals and rosettes. So Flight Sergeant Chernetsky, R, Flight Sergeant Craig Brown, T, Warrant Officer 2nd Class Ganestrom, T, Flight Sergeant Ishtiak, N, Flight Sergeant Kalinowski, K, Flight Sergeant Mirza, S, Warrant Officer 2nd Class Patel, R, Flight Sergeant Rathod, M.
And for rosettes, Flight Sergeant Kapoor, A, Wotu Apricot, V, Wotu Shirilov, A, Wotu Ferguson, J, Warrant Officer 1st Class Gilbert, N, Warrant Officer 2nd Class Griswold, A, and Warrant Officer 2nd Class Hutt, A. And this does include some cadets that have graduated because they deserve them for their service.
For all of you who are promoted or received medals, please wait for further direction as to when we can schedule time for our cadets or parents to pick up rank badges or medals. Make sure that you've signed up for 75 Squadron's announcements on our website for the latest information.
Speaking of our weekly announcements, if you're interested in a summer camp or a cadet activity program, also known as CAP, this summer, please keep up to date with our announcements. There'll be many deadlines and also many positions available, but not enough for everybody. So be sure to stay tuned on our announcements and keep posted, because you'll need to sign up and give us some information in order for us to process the applications.
Have you guys heard about our Squadron newsletter? The sponsoring committee has been working very hard and are currently on our 2nd edition, which should be coming out very shortly. If you have an article or something of interest that you would like to submit, please email 75squadronnewsletter@gmail.com.
And also, you might not know this, but if you happen to have a home business and you want to sponsor an ad in our newsletter, send it to that same email address and we'll put it in. We're always looking for different opportunities to finance our squadron. That's all from us today. Stay tuned for information about the annual ceremonial review scheduled for May 29th, where there will be more promotions, awards, and recognitions. Stay safe, keep following the health precautions, and make sure that you take some time to look after both your mental health and your physical health. We look forward to seeing you in person. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.